Welcome guys to another video. Welcome to Stef ABtv. Behind me is a 7.5 VW Golf R, and in this video I'm going to talk to you about what it's like to finance this car. But first, have a listen to what this sounds like. That sounds sick. Okay, so we know the Golf R sounds pretty sick. Just on the last clip that you heard, it bangs out a 0 to 60 time in around about 4.5 seconds. But the question is how much would it cost to finance one of these? Now, I did a video like this on the Giulia Quadrifoglio and everyone kind of really enjoyed that. So I'm going to kind of use another example for this. Now, this is a 7.5 Golf R, and I'm going to try and use a similar example. I'm not specifically going to use this car. For those who don't know, this is Luke from Hampshire Photography. We've done a video over on his channel. So I'm going to get my trusty phone out and we're going to start with a used example that I found on Auto Trader. Yeah, this example, £36,999. 2 litre 310 R 5-door 4Motion, and we're going DSG because let's face it, if you're going to buy a Golf R, you're best off getting the DSG. This specific car that I'm referring to is 8,000 miles on the clock, it's 2018 plate. And let's go and have a look at my trusty finance website, which I'm not plugging, but by now everybody knows which one it is. So yeah, here we go. Right, okay, on screen now you can see the specific example I'm referring to, and I've gone for 2 different options this time, just so you guys have a bit more of a comparison. The first option I've gone for is one with a £10,000 deposit. So you got £27,000 worth of credit to pay on the car. This is at 6.8% APR. Now, a lot of you guys in the last video said, mate, that's ridiculous APR, and you're probably right, it is, and you can get much better deals out there. I mean, some people talk about getting bank loans at 2.9% APR, so there's different ways to do it, but for the purpose of this video, I'm just giving you an example on this car so you guys can make your own comparisons. So the monthly cost on this car will cost you 450 quid. Which for a Golf R for £37,000 is quite expensive, but you get a lot of car for the money, and I've got another video on why my friend bought this car, and it goes into a whole lot more detail on that, so make sure you watch that. But yeah, 6.8% interest, that's across 48 months, monthly payment of 450 quid, and then there's a final instalment of £10,909. And that's on a PCP option. Now you can go on a hire purchase, which is a 5.8% APR, which is slightly cheaper, but you're paying a stonking 630 quid. And I think that's based around the residuals of the car. Now, if you saw the Giulia Quadrifoglio video I did, now you were paying similar money for the Giulia, and the Giulia was a lot more expensive, and I'm assuming it's based on residuals, but don't hold me to that. Now, that was with a £10,000 deposit. What if you decided that you wanted to do this with a £5,000 deposit? So £5,000 deposit, you are paying similar APR, 6.8 again, with this finance company, but your monthly installments go up to £571. Now, that's where the price starts to go up. So a lot of people nowadays want to put a smaller deposit down on the car because, well, you'd rather use your money for other stuff, but the less deposit you put down, the more money you're going to have to pay monthly. And then when you start to factor in insurance costs, running costs, etc., it all kind of adds up. And that's not even, that's PCP. If we went hire purchase, you're paying 740 quid. That's a lot of money for a Golf R. Whilst I love this car, I wouldn't pay 750 quid for it. But again, this is specifically on this website. There's going to be many other ways to do so. So bank loans. Let's look at an actual example from VW themselves, because they've got their own offers like lease offers, etc. What can you get money-wise for the Golf R? Okay, now it's also important to note that the Golf R, you can spend thousands on options, and I think that's where the price was hiked up in the example I've just showed you. If I show you a VW example, which I assume is the base spec model, which won't have things like the adaptive cruise control and all the other fun stuff that you get. So this is direct from the VW website. You'll be seeing it on the screen right now, and this is actually a lot cheaper. Now, you're paying a deposit of £2,000, so a lot less than what we saw in the other ones, and actually you're paying 399 quid. Now this is obviously limited to mileage of 5,000 miles. Now this is where they catch you, so you've got to be careful, because whilst that sounds very appealing, if you look at the small print, the additional price per mile is 10.8p. Now if you go well over 5,000 miles, you could end up paying a hefty cost, so make sure you're mindful of that. But yeah, this is a 49-month term, sorry, with the optional final payment of 11,999, and yeah, you've got a massive whopping fee of £10 in there as well. But yeah guys, I thought I'd just give you that bit of information because, well, the last video did well, and there's probably a lot of you guys looking to finance one of these cars, because paying 35 or 30 grand for the base spec, 37 for a much better one. I think they go up to over 40 grand, the new ones, the 7.5s, fully loaded, which is quite expensive. But again, the Golf Rs have come a long way over time, and you know, we're Mark 7.5 now, and each one just gets better and better. But yeah guys, make sure to check out the video me and Luke did. I'll link it in the description below. Make sure to subscribe to me if you haven't, and I will see you all very soon on the next